What's up, Trekkies? Hi, so, yeah, we've got the ship today, the Plesh Tral Heavy Raider. I have leveled it to about 3 out of 5, just to finish some things up. I have not got the mastery yet. I'm really close, because by the end of this video, I'm really close. I'm within level 4, so all I have to do is finish that bit up and whatnot. At first, I was like, I'm one of the few ships I'm not liking. So let's get into this here. So I pre-recorded this like an hour or so ago, and then I finished up what I needed to do on Star Trek because the endeavor today was heal 2000 on ground, which I'm like, that's easy. I just need to get to ground and I need to do a ship review. So I basically went to the Dyson sphere. Well, let's just get into it. And so as you guys can see here, I pretty much have the brain set on, the space set. So that's cool. The experimental hyper excited beam, I left it alone. I don't have any extras. I don't have anything to upgrade. I don't want to upgrade. I'm not going to use this shit. I'm pretty much using phaser and polaron on this, mostly polaron because that's what the brain set loves. And then I have like, you know, say I'm right there at level 3. And, you know, accuracy rating, weapon damage, blah, blah, blah. All that stuff that comes from a Raider package. And then cold-hearted, which I don't have. Looks cool, but I wouldn't probably equip unless I was using this ship. Or Breen. I had to throw my bow out from last year into the dry dock so I could use this ship. When I'm using like the bioneural gel pack, and you know, just the regular science crafted console that I love so much. And then timeline stabilizer, because I'm usually near things because of the Breen consoles. Interfacing instability. Honestly, I didn't know I had it. So I'm like, that's plus 5 damage. This is an escort. Let's try this. It's really, and I actually use the ability. So yeah, quantum phaser, because, you know, drain expertise, because Breen love draining. If you don't have drain expertise and you're flying a Breen ship, what are you doing? This is just more polaron damage, is mostly why I have this whole set. Chronometric focusing array. I do have a little bit of ox damage stuff that I do because it's ox. I'm a science officer. So yeah. But I'm pretty much using, these are the Breen consoles. If you have this ship, and I now have all 4 consoles, so I've got like enhanced cryonic relays and stuff. That's pretty much that. Nothing in devices, because I didn't want to worry about that one. So I came in here and Wastelands was like good to go. And then I started, you know, reading up on what my stats were, and they came and took that. Basically what's going to happen in this is I'm going to fly over near the industrial facilities. And because we're almost halfway through with overall control. And I'm basically just running through the contested battle zone is what it is. But as you can see, we're getting into combat here. Mainly using just cannons and cannon rapid fire 1, cannon rapid fire 2. I have cannon spray, but I never really know when to use that. Probably be best if I moved over to like a team, like alpha, like beta or something. Not team. Attack pattern. Yeah. And so I noticed the industrial facilities is gone, and I'm like, but so I I try to zip over there. I'm going through the center spire. And then I'm like, I'm almost there. Guys, I'm almost there. And then I see it. And I'm like, okay, let's turn towards it. And all of a sudden, it starts gaining stuff right there. And I feel like I'm just like caught. I'm like, no. But I realized that like one of the other towers is going to come up here pretty soon. But you know, there's still a lot of enemies around, so boom. See, I don't realize what the heavy weapon slot does, experimental weapon slot, so I didn't actually see it before. So I haven't actually flown an escort since that thing came out. That green stuff, that's the interfacing instability. It's kind of cool. I was that I was using it more. I realized maybe I should have that on my Vesta. Gravity well, pull everything in. Interfacing instability could be cool. I don't know what console I'd drop though. But it's more exotic damage than it would be draining to my knowledge. So, and if it is draining, that's cool. I don't really need the plasmonic leech. Maneuver bonuses, in fact. Oh boy. Escorts with a maneuvering bonus. That's fun. Flying over to the Allied area control tower. If you guys have actually never done this area before, it's kind of fun. It's better when there's like not so many people around. I mean, it's great because you can actually get decent overall control by holding like 3 towers or all 4 perhaps, but if there's only like 2 or 3 of you, it sucks because you have to be able to solo a tower to be able to do this with like 2 or 3 people, and the other person has to be able to solo it. You have to be able to wipe the crap out of a tower, get it up to control, and then fly over to another tower. You can only cap about 2 towers, and the other person has to cap 2 towers. But if you got like 5 people that are all engaged and stuff, it should work pretty well. I think when you use the Res ability right here, all the lightning comes in, and then you start channeling that back out on your target. It's a pretty cool console. There's the interfacing instability again. Carrier's console is basically AoE placate. Dog threat! But utilizing perhaps a lot of, like, because of all the various brain consoles, it's actually kind of cool to utilize a lot more player-based AoE, like the Tetrion Cascade, refracting Tetrion Cascade, because you're so close to so many things at one time that you can put out 5, and then those all each arc to 2, and then those arc to 2, and it gets pretty cool. Again, perhaps maybe a torpedo spread, unless you have a high yield like a plasma torpedo or a tricobalt. So yeah, now the overall control is happening, and you'll see. Now we have reached maximum control. Defeat dreadnoughts. This is kind of the fun part because there's just 4 Citadel ships with like escorts. And I don't mean like escorts like tiny escorts, but I mean like how our aircraft carriers have like 7 ships that are escorting them. In theory, it's what escorts are supposed to be, but in this game, escorts are like destroyers. They're really really small, really fast, and they're not meant to take the brunt of damage. Bulwark battleship. I use the tachyon beam to trigger their immunity shield on their facing. It's actually reflecting, so that's why I didn't want to keep firing at it. I get really close to dying, and do, in this, because I'm just not used to how fragile this ship is. It seems like Cryptic's making their escorts a little bit more fragile, so the DPS folks are moving over to cruisers because you can't do any DPS as a science vessel because they're a healer. Or some other mainstream misinformed bull. But this ship turns really sharp. I'm going to have to get used, because of just playing it the little bit that I did, it's going to take me a while to get used to flying something that has, you know, a regular turn radius, not a I want to get dizzy turn radius. Cryo. It's basically Jack War Plasma, but freezing. It's great. You leave a little, like, stripe down him. I can't even remember what happened when I died. I just, like... It was like, okay, everything's going good, and I'm just like, poof, I'm dead. I'm just trying to do raider flanking, as this thing has it. Bonus damage from behind, so I'm just trying. Oh, maybe this is when I died. Nope. Still have my heavy tachyon mine from the Vesta as a starship trait, so it gets destroyed up next to me a lot. So that's fun. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, is this where we're dying? Almost, maybe. Mesmerized by how low my hull is right now. Oh. Oh. Ah, there we go. I don't like my hull being that low. Constantly. It's just, it freaks me out. You know, because I fly a Vesta, I fly a science vessel. You know, hazard emitters are my jam. By and large. I have them on this ship, but they just don't do anything because I have no aux power because I need all the weapon power I can get. Everything's shunted to weapon power, and I can't do anything functional other than shoot things. And I'm just like, how do people play this game? Bulwark battleship. By the way, the little AoE that came out for me when I did Tachyon Beam is Greedy Emitters. That's from the Ferengi Warship, the 90. Notice the reflective shield on its butt. Still on its reflective areas. Thankfully, it was almost over. Eject cryoplasma, that's what it's called. Love that shit. So yeah, that's pretty much me flying this ship. It's not great. It's not a... My review is I don't like escorts. I don't like this turn radius. I don't like the bare functionality. And I did this... I remember I did this last year with the Boalg. Bolg, whatever. I guess if I a little bit more, I could get brain set to be pretty decent, but I can't right now. I'm so up on the temporal defense initiatives with my Vesta or the Anoraks. I go in and try to do the brain stuff, and I'm like, how does this work? Ice Knight, how do you make this work? You love your brain stuff, and I'm like, how does this? Like, I got all 4 consoles right now. It's working pretty decent. I just like. There's the placate field. I draw so much thread from everything. Am I gonna die again? Oh no, continuity's making. In case you're wondering where all those energy levels came from, that's cryo energy siphon, whatever it's called. Cryonic siphon. Set bonus with the brain set, with the energy siphon, that nice thing. Just like they have eject warp plasma, that nice thing. This ship, though, is that one of the other ones is like a weapons booster. That might come off the work code. Anyways, there's like plus 40 weapon power and whatnot. Oh god. All of the ship, all of the... I'm so glad they don't have a secondary. They don't let it explode because most people are really close to them. That Citadel ships are not like Borg cubes. But anyways, yeah, that's that. I mean, I think I go after the other Citadel ship. Yeah, it's way back there. But I'm not going to drag this out anymore. It's just more of the same. So yeah, I will chat with you guys next week. If you have this ship, and like I said, you have a good design on how to play it, you can help other people that watch this video. I have no idea what I'm doing with an escort. I reviewed this ship. Like I said, it's not fully done or anything. Yeah. I will chat with you guys next week. We're still in the middle of winter event. Hopefully we'll have something about the next, the anniversary event here fairly soon. But that'll probably be after the winter event ends. All right.